Welcome to this course, this Crash Tarot course. My name is Caio, I'm your host, and I'm here to tell you quickly, since this is a crash course, how I do my readings. So, how is it? I like to meditate because the third dimension, which is Earth, is very dense, and we need to rise above. We need to get actual information. So we need to get out of the foggy state of being to get love, light, gratitude. So we can actually be thankful enough to raise a vibration and to get actual insight and to give clear advice. So what I do, I like to sit down and to do a meditation. I like to take out the very, very least 30 minutes. Like seriously, 30 minutes, like at the very least. But this is me. Like, I like to meditate for 2 hours minimum a day. Sometimes I go up to 5 hours, so I'm kind of a monk. So you don't need to get there. I think 30 minutes is enough because you need time to align. Because seriously, it takes time because we are attacked by our own emotions and fragmentation and shadow work in the process of meditation. And we need to ascend and rise above all of that to heal others. How can you heal someone if you're broken yourself? Like, that's what I try to do. I sit down, I think about my weight, my body, and I get very, very grounded because I used to do this very wrong. I used to focus specifically on the seventh chakra, in the crown chakra. But the thing is, imagine a tree. It doesn't matter how beautiful, it doesn't matter the fruit, it doesn't matter the size. If this tree is not attached to the ground with very deep, thick roots, it's gonna fall apart. So that's what happens. I tend to faint a lot when I'm trying to channel good things. I literally faint. Sometimes I'm in the train station, I'm in the metro or something. In the UK, they say tub. I'm Brazilian, so whatever. I'm just trying to tell you that whenever I'm walking around, sometimes I randomly start to channel something in a higher consciousness, and I tend to faint. Why is that? Because my weakest chakra is the root chakra. I have very little connection with the third dimension, and anything from above, it kind of puts me down easily. And I used to think, oh, high dimension, so seventh chakra, but no. Yes, the seventh chakra is attached to the higher dimensions and consciousness and blah blah blah. But if your root chakra is very weak, you won't channel. I would say a bad word right now. You would channel something not so good. So what I'm trying to say is focus on your root chakra. So you sit down, you think about your weight, you think about feeling safe, secure, and everything is fine in the present moment. And you allow this feeling of this weight, this heaviness, just like as if you're being hugged by your own body, by earth, by everything around you. You just feel comfy and you allow this energy, this very grounding energy to get to you. Once you're there, you need to understand that you're working a little bit on your earth chakra. I believe it's a little bit under your feet. So you need to get specifically from there, from earth. I usually start like this. I think about earth and I think about something that I relate a lot, which is the beach. So I like to think about the sounds of the waves and the sand and the wind. I try to connect with Mother Earth, Gaia. So I get there, so I ascend my earth chakra, which is above, sorry, beyond, below your feet. So after that, I get to the root chakra, which is what I told you: security, safety, comfy. And then you go up to the, I think I should do a guided meditation, but basically, you go up to your second chakra, which is creativity, desire, which is orange. And then you go up to the third chakra, which is your solar plexus, which is yellow, and it's about divine faith, emotions. And then you go up to your fourth chakra, which is love, healing light, and health, and it's green. And then you go up to your fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra, which is baby blue, and it's about expression, identity, who you actually are, your perspective of life. And then you go up to your sixth chakra, which is your third eye, which is indigo, deep blue, purplish. And then you think a lot about your wisdom, your intuition, your insight. your clairvoyance, and then you go up to your seventh chakra, which is your crown chakra, which is violet, magenta, pink, violet, and then you allow it to rise above, ascend like a fire, like a big crown, and then you let it flow through your whole body to cleanse, and then you change it to white color to heal, to protect, and then you change it to gold to allow it to keep you in a high frequency. And it's like you were embedded with gold, and that keeps you in a high frequency. In Portuguese I call it the triple flame, which is white, violet, and golden. So I get there, and I like to use this energy to align everything and to just kind of give it in a good packaging. And then when you're there, you need to get back to your root chakra a little bit. So that's what I like to do. So I like to think about my body cells, and I kind of smile to my organs, to my cells, and I am very grateful for the work they're doing and for their consciousness, and I am grateful for the oxygen and everything in my body. And then I get outside, and I am grateful for life and for the things I have: internet, water, food, Wi-Fi, gas. And I go to people, and I am grateful for my mother, my father, for people, friends, whatever. And then I keep going to my guides, and I try to connect a little bit with my guides, a little bit with my ancestors, a little bit with fairies, a little bit with minerals, plants, animals. And then I like to connect with elementals, and then I connect with my starseed family. I am an Andromedan, so I like to connect with them. So I'm kind of a nomad. So I go a little bit above and beyond with some Arcturian energy, some Pleiades, some Sirian energy, and then I go up, and I connect with angels, and then I go up above and beyond, and I connect with all the rays of the archangels and the crystals and the purple crystal of energy that kind of it's the purple violet grid of energy that it's around earth. And I connect with that, and I invite all of it, all the light and all the love and all the gratitude and everything that is in the universe that is love and light to be part of this experience, to be invited to this third dimensional reality, to help me to heal, and to help me to give proper guidance, and to work through me so I can become this instrument of love and light. So I allow, and I let it flow, and I basically channel whatever it is that there is, all the high consciousness. I try my best not to faint, and then I get to my day. So I work voluntarily as a spiritual healer. I go into this place that people lay down on a table or bed, whatever that is. I don't know the English word for it. It's like the hospital bed type of thing. People lay down, and then you work with crystals. It's like something like very Tibetan. It's like I work with wands and crystals, and we do some Reiki, and I align their energy, and then this person gets up, leaves, and then another person comes, and it's a very tiring process. So I am there channeling all love and light that I can for a few hours, and then I read some tarot, and I do some guidance. I do some inspired writing or podcast or something. And that's what I do spiritually. So I do it once, and I allow it to flow my whole day. If I feel that I'm lacking, I try to get over the same process again if I feel that is actually needed, because they tend to be very strong and to last the whole day. But if I feel that something bad happened, I try to align myself again, and I feel what is actually out of balance. So sometimes you're going through the flow of aligning yourself, and then you feel that you need to think about 2 minutes of good things regarding your creativity, your desires, your passions, to ascend and to make your second chakra work, your sacral chakra work. And then you suddenly you realize that your third chakra, it's not firing up, it's not lit, it's just not working, and you feel like you need 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you're still in the third chakra. So that's where you need to heal. And I spend the most time that I need to heal whatever that I need to heal. And by healing, I don't mean that it's wrong or bad. I just mean that it needs integration, it needs to be in alignment, it needs to be understood. And I mean shadow work. So sometimes if I feel like I'm actually physically tired, what I do is I think of Earth as if it's firing energy up, this red living energy up through my feet, and I channel it, and I let it go through me, and I absorb it, and I try to do some type of Wim Hoffman type of breathing mixed with it. So I like to fire my brain up with oxygen while I'm meditating on this energy. And you can go very crazy about it. You can literally get out of breath and go. It's literally like really crazy, and it literally fires you up. And then I think about a lot of light coming through my seven chakra. So it's the root chakra channeling light from earth and stuff from the earth chakra, and then it's coming from below, and this red light coming from below, and it gets to your belly, and then this light coming from the seven chakra getting all the way down to your belly, and this energy collides and kind of discharges and makes you fire up. So it actually works all the time. You can also have cold showers, you can change your diet, you can become something like a vegan that does a lot of dry fasting. So that's that many ways that you can ascend your energy and get proper advice and proper healing. So that's what I have for you, and you do whatever resonates with you. Just know that it changes a lot. Like the answer that you get from tarot, it is equivalent to the effort that you apply to it. So if you want to eat a burger and go through tarot, fine. Just know that it won't be the most healing type of experience that you're gonna get. It's not gonna be the most clear, easy to understand type of reading. Just know that it is completely possible. There is nothing wrong about eating meat and reading tarot. There is nothing wrong with it, especially if you blast your food before eating, because it changes the molecules of pain and suffering, and you kind of digest it better, especially if you meditate a little bit about your digestive system. It gets out quickly, it flushes out quickly. So if you know how to work with dense energy, like I can do that. I easily can eat a pizza with milk and meat and whatever, and do some actually very powerful Reiki. I can do that because I understand what meat is. I understand what it comes from. I understand the energy and the suffering that it is attached to it. I understand how to cleanse it, to bless it, and to allow it to flow through my body in a way that is not completely destroying my alignment. So that's me. But you can definitely and should do a different diet, a different type of application of the practice of the craft of tarot. You should totally meditate for a while before doing so, because you're gonna get very clear insight. It's gonna scare you. Why? Sometimes what I do when I do this type of meditation, because get understand that, like, if someone comes to me like in my door, I'm playing video games, and someone says, please do me a reading, and I say, okay, I'm going to meditate, and this person says, no, I need it right now, I'll get my deck and I'll read. I'll just let it very clear, like, okay, if I cannot meditate, I'll do some breathing, like, give me 1 minute, but know that if you allow me to meditate, you're gonna get a better reading. If the person doesn't let me, I'll just do that right there, right now. I don't know what I ate and how I feel. I'll just align myself the fast that I can and get to the reading. And I will do some reasonable level type of reading. But if I do what I told you to do, if I actually align my chakras, I meditate, I am grateful, I am love, I am light, I invite all the healing energy, and I sit down to do reading, oh my god, sometimes I will pull the card and it's gonna be downwards. I won't know which card I'm holding, and I'll be talking like free talking as if I'm a rapper who doesn't even know if the beat is on or off, and this rapper is just going and flowing, and people are just chanting like woo, because this person is so in tune, like someone like Nicki Minaj, like what is the other guy's name? Patuk, I believe. Like this person is just flowing so strongly that it doesn't matter the beat, it doesn't matter anything, is just so on point. Like it scares me, and when I turn like sometimes I would just get this card in my hand and I don't know which card it is, because I stop midway. It's not something conscious, it's just like I decided to say something, and I'm there with the card in my hand, I don't know which card it is. I'm like, oh, you need to change, there is a big change in your life, everything is kind of moving and you need to allow it to flow. And I turn the card and it's death, and it's like literally what I just said. And then That happens, especially if you have oracle cards and many type of cards and decks. You're gonna get very specifically what you were talking about before it unveils itself. It happens a lot because you are in tune, you are in alignment. So allow yourself to have this experience once in a while. That doesn't mean that you cannot eat a burger. That doesn't mean that you cannot. I hate when people say that. Oh, meat is so low frequency and blah blah blah. But this is third dimension. Like, come on. If you were meant to have a higher frequency, why were you born on Earth in the first place? This is Earth. I'm not saying that animals should die. I'm just saying that if you don't eat a burger, people will still make burgers. You need to understand. Unless you make a whole speech and you try to work with education and you try to work with investments and you give money to people who make vegan food and you actually do something productive, that won't make a difference if you eat it or not. Seriously, you can shapeshift the energy in your body. You can digest it. You can release the energy with earth. You can hug a tree. Come on. Like, seriously, stop being so stuck upon illusion. Oh, this is a whole preaching. But whatever. I'm just trying to say to you that you do not need to get stuck in perfection. It does not exist. So do your reading, how you resonate. If you want to meditate, good. If you don't want to meditate, good. Do you, okay? So I am here to share with you my experience. And that's all I have for you on how to do this. This was a crash course. I gave you all the love and light that I could with the tools that I have, which is only a freaking phone, a bad phone, and internet. So if you want to support me, if you want to book a reading, I have a gig on Fiverr. It's in the description. You can find me anywhere. I have a podcast where I tell you my experiences, my paranormal experiences. It's called Millennial Reveries. And it's on Spotify. And you can find me anywhere at Kayoyuki-sama. And I have a Patreon, and you can donate, you can help me, you can buy merch from Teesprings, t-shirts and stuff. I can make something for you. So why I'm saying this? Because, girl, I'm Brazilian. I learn English by myself, not through the education that I'm provided with. I do not have a health insurance. I do not have a good bank account. I literally have like $1 in my bank account. And whatever you do is 5 times beyond me, because dollar is literally 5 in my coin. So if I have 5 BRL, which is Brazilian reais, yeah, I'm gonna get $1. So understand that I'm a pretty bad shape and I'm doing this out of faith. So thank you so much. And if you can support me, God bless you. I am literally starving. I barely have my rice to eat. So thank you. And this serves to you to understand that whatever excuse you tell yourself, it is a lie. It is a joke. It is a perspective. So do your healing. Do your work. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.